Chapter 61, Oliver. Is there a reason we're at the very top of the bleachers? Lynn asked from next to me. It's better for pictures of the whole band, I trail off. I didn't tell Kaylee that I was planning on coming to our marching competition. Now that we're here, I feel like I should have mentioned it last night. I know she agreed to be my girlfriend, but she didn't invite me to come today. I just heard her talking about it with Carter earlier in the week. It seemed like a good boyfriend thing to do to come and support her. But now I'm hiding in the stands and wondering if it was a good idea after all. Fine, I didn't tell her I was coming, and I'm worried about how she'll react. If she's your girlfriend and cares about you, she'll be happy, Lynn rolls her eyes. But she didn't even tell me about this competition. Won't she think it's weird I just showed up? No, because it's not weird. If she reacts funky, just tell her I was coming to support Andrew and asked you to come with me. Lynn shrugs. But that's the opposite of what happened. I dragged you here so I wouldn't be by myself. I'd rather she thinks I'm a stalker than a liar. Then there's your answer. Stop stressing about it. She'll think it's adorable, or I can throat punch her for you. Now, can you just shut up and take pictures until you're not anxious anymore? Lynn crosses her arms. You're grouchy. Well, I slept bad, and then someone called me at the butt crack of dawn to go with them to a marching contest. Lynn leans back on the wall behind us. You got to sleep the whole hour drive here. I called her at 7:30, and we left at 8. I get up earlier for school every day. Lynn pulls out her phone and makes a show of unlocking it and looking at it. What do you know? It's still the morning. I give up on talking to Lynn when she pulls her sunglasses out of her bag and rolls up her hoodie behind her head like a pillow. She settles in like she's going to take a nap, using her Letterman like a blanket against the early morning chill. Considering her ease at sleeping anywhere that isn't a bed, I'll probably have to wake her up when our band is up. I look at the program, which shows Carson Valley doesn't perform for another hour and a half. If I'd actually talked to Kaylee about this, I would have known that we didn't need to leave as early as the band. I thought that might be the case, but didn't want to risk missing their performance. Now I have an hour and a half of watching other bands before they even come out. It makes me glad I only told Lynn about this and not the other nights. Lynn might complain because it's the morning, but after her second nap, she should be back to her amicable self. The other nights would have given me grief about showing up uninvited with no information. Plus the teasing from having a new girlfriend. I know they support me and are happy for me, but they show that through picking on me. I'm nervous enough without them piling on. With Lynn napping, I'm left to my own devices and get to enjoy the quiet around us. No one else wanted to climb all the steps to be up here at the top. They announced the first band, and I watched my first marching show. In junior high, I was always at the concession stands during halftime with the Knights. And now that we play in high school football, halftime is spent in the locker room. It amazes me how the band manages to play music while marching and making these different shapes and designs. I'm still struggling with guitar, and that's why I'm sitting with music sheets in front of me. I get absorbed in everything, the music, the band, the people waving flags around. Time slips away, and I'm startled when they announce Carson Valley to the field. I gently nudge Lynn awake. I've never understood how she struggles to sleep in her quiet room at night, but she can sleep here with all the noise and chaos around us. Lynn sits up and shakes her Letterman off since it's heated up with the sun coming all the way out. I'm a bit warm in my jeans and t-shirt. I don't know how the bands are surviving in long sleeves. Looking down at the field, I have no idea where Kaylee is. They all look the same. I finally find the trombones, but I'm not sure which one is Kaylee. Andrew is easier to pick out since there's one trombone player that's significantly shorter than the rest. I try to keep him in sight as I take pictures. Hopefully that'll mean Kaylee's in some of them as well. The first song ends, and I realize I've missed the whole band from being too focused on the trombones. I zoom out and quickly get a picture of the entire band before they start the next song. The rest of their performance blurs by, and they're marching off the field. I'm bubbling over with excitement and turn to Lynn, who's in the process of putting her phone up. I videoed it for you. I don't know camera angles or anything. I'm not you, but I figured it'd be better than nothing. Lynn shrugs. I wrap her in a bone-crushing hug. Thank you. I release her and she shrugs again. You photograph and video all of my games. I took one subpar video. It's not a big deal. Lynn is blushing like she does when we say something about her doing anything for us. She looks down as she packs her bag back up. She pulls out a protein bar for each of us. Strawberry for her and blueberry, my favorite for me. She might complain about being up this early, but she's the one who still managed to make time to pack a snack. We finish our food, and Lynn finger combs her hair before pulling it up in a hair clip and getting herself unrumpled from her earlier nap. We watch a couple more bands before our band joins the stands. Lynn nudges my arm. Come on, let's go see your girl. I feel like I'm walking over to a firing squad, which is ridiculous. It's not like Kaylee's going to break up with me for coming to support her. She'll probably be happy. It doesn't seem like she has a lot of support at home. Lynn elbows me. It's fine. You'll be fine, and I'll be right there offering moral support. Or distracting our friends so you can have a conversation without an audience. We get to the band. Kaylee has her back towards me, talking to Carter and Andrew. Carter points in my direction, and Kaylee turns around. I was not expecting the deer in the headlight looks when she saw me. Maybe my anxiety was justified.